I'm a beautiful Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to Jupiter. My name is XLVIjoon and I'm here to read your energies. We're seeking light, divination, and clarity. Let's begin. So we're just drawing from the Angel Guide Oracle card. Just one message. Oops, it's too many. You have lots to say, Cancer. Oops. Lots to say. So there's a lot of energy. Well, we'll take these two. Intuition and downloads. That's exactly what it feels like. And cut the cords. So there's a lot of information coming through. And so it felt like that. There were so many cards coming through. Angel guides. So Cancer, you are in a heavy download phase where, you may have to cut the cords, or you may have already cut the cords with an energy that is no longer serving you. And this could be in the form of, releasing a person, releasing a past, setting yourself a little bit away from that energy. Sometimes we block, sometimes we remove ourselves, sometimes we just stop feeding it, we just stop thinking about it. And by doing that, you're getting all these downloads, or vice versa. You're getting these downloads, you're getting information that you don't even know where it's coming from, but it's telling you to release negative blockages. That's beautiful. So let's dig in and see what the blockages are. They're usually lurking in our subconscious, and the cards and the energies usually help us to see what's going on and what we need to pay attention to. So paying attention to our subconscious thoughts and hence emotions that come with it really helps to kind of clear the mind and focus it on creating deliberately the circumstances and the experiences we want to create. A lot of perception comes into that. A lot of active reconditioning of our subconscious, and really having that understanding that it is our subconscious that creates 24/7. So let's see the outcome from a beautiful Cancer. The outcome from a beautiful Cancer. Okay, excellent. So there's quite again a lot of downloads, quite a few scenarios here. You have the Lovers in reverse as how you're showing up. So this could be you releasing yourself from what you perceive to be a soul bond. And there are all soul bonds, obviously. Some are here to stay, some are here to go once they've served their purpose. And their purpose is usually elevation of our own understanding of our spiritual self. So usually any person that comes into our lives is there in order to teach us to be reliant on our spiritual connection, because that's the oneness, and not be dependent on another person, because that is sort of that is just like an ego bond. So this beautiful Lovers connection is exactly that. It's like where you have spiritually ascended, and therefore you're meeting your soulmate, partner, and everything is just in the moment. We're in the flow, in the moment. So these are not necessarily relationships that last forever and ever, but they're important experiences. So there was somebody who is very important to you, and a decision that you had to make. It related to a commitment. So what was crossing you is commitment. So what you might have experienced, my beautiful Cancer, is a very strong soul bond, where it was all there, the attraction, the love, the inexplicable, unconditional love, and all of that. That's what it feels like. It feels very, very strong. But it's crossed by the commitment, and it's in reverse. So the first thing is that in our subconscious, we want to clear up that we are deserving of love, and and open ourselves to that. The commitment card, or the Ace of Pentacles, crossing it could be that one of you wanted that commitment, and perhaps the reason why it was in reverse is because this is what broke it, that this was not a situation that was going into a commitment. you're crowned by the Seven of Swords. So this suggests to me that this is an energy that Cancer is not comfortable in, but it's your crowning energy, and you're supported by the King of Wands. So again, you might well be way out of your comfort zone, because the cup energy, you know, the emotions and understanding things emotionally and always harmonizing and trying to work things out and being able to understand others, and therefore having that that leg up in harmonizing, is way different to having to strategize to get out of a situation. The Seven of Swords comes after the Six of Swords, so there would have been conflict, and there would have been just that desire to move into calmer waters and to get out of that conflict. And sometimes with the soul connection, like the Lovers, you know, you could be butting heads, and with, especially in the reverse, you know, if one person, you know, is recognizing it for what it is and the other person isn't, there's very little you can do, and you just got to cut and run. And this sort of energy is the cut and run. I mean, there is deception, and you could have been deceived, you could have felt deceived by this connection, you could have had to deceive this connection, this person, because, you know, you had to make the decision that was best for you, which is to cut and run, which is to go, and not in order to betray them, but in order to make sure that you are, you know, you are following your wish fulfilled. In the past, we have the Nine of Cups, and this is the wish fulfilled. So this card suggests to me that in the past, this connection was everything you wanted. Everything you wanted. There could have been some overindulgence involved, and sometimes with the Lovers card, you know, there's a fine line between the Lovers and the Devil, and, you know, there's such a strong connection. Sometimes it's really hard for people to accept that into their lives, because the higher the stakes are of this beautiful unconditional love, the higher the fears that block it. And we really need to come into balance. With the Nine of Cups, there is no balance. So the Nine of Cups is usually the energy of you know, of independently seeking distraction as well in a situation like that. So one of you or both of you could have been distracting themselves with overindulgence. Perhaps, you know, you're dealing with somebody who you absolutely adore, but they've got a drinking problem, and it's really making things harder, or, you know, they're into things that are not, you know, into things that you don't know about, and it's just a bit shady, or, you know, they're following a path of distraction and addiction. You might have been too with them for a little while, but the King of Wands is in your supportive energy. The King of Wands does not need any distractions. He just goes for what he wants, and you are actually feeling very strong in your power. So this release could have actually been the best thing for you energetically, because if you cut the cord already, and it looks like it's a decision that you made to step out of this, whichever way possible to step out of this situation, is cutting the cord emotionally, because you are saying, I really don't want to be dragged down with anybody. And so the Four of Cups is in reverse. The Four of Cups is, you know, in the reverse, sorry, in the upright, it is telling us that, you know, there's an offer here and we're not taking it. We're just, you know, you would have been really disappointed. You're like, what is this? Who, you know, why aren't you seeing what I'm seeing? Or why am I drinking my sorrows away and not seeing what's right in front of me? This beautiful person, you know, that I'm really, really passionate about, you know. So reverse it as you need, but that's the energy, and that's the connection here. That is actually the toxic part. The toxic part is one of you is not recognizing it as the beautiful soul connection that it is, and that it can be. One of you is going through that distraction mode, and distraction is destruction. I always say it. We got to stay focused what's happening in your subconscious, so that you can bring up and deliberately change your circumstances. And so the Four of Cups in reverse is telling me that one of you is no longer willing to be a bystander and to look at opportunities and waste them. And so it's really a new opportunity could be coming your way that is not going to be wasted. It's either this person who is going to acknowledge what they need to do next, and or it's going to be you just moving boldly into a sphere where you're just following your guidance and intuition, and all you care about is feeling good. That's all you care about. And that's exactly where you want to be. Feeling good is exactly where you want to be, because that's going to attract more of that good stuff for you, and a relationship that matches that. I hope this helped, my beautiful Cancer. Thank you so much, all of you beautiful Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers, for your likes and subscribes. I really, really appreciate your support. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and take it as it comes.